been studying communication for 3 years, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to speak faster. And before I tell you exactly how to do that, it's very important for me to tell you why you should speak faster. Because in the modern day, people's attention span are completely fried. You know this yourself. Maybe not you watching this video with 0 edits or 0 cuts, but pure education, but 99% of people on this planet, they have a fried attention span because they scroll TikTok, they scroll Reels, they scroll YouTube Shorts, and they completely fry their brain, and they can't pay attention to something that will benefit them for more than 2 minutes. So, one of the biggest reasons why you want to learn how to speak faster is because it makes you more captivating. If I sit here and I speak slow, so I'm going to teach you guys how to speak fast. Maybe that shit would work in the 1900s, but that shit does not work in the modern day. So, in order to combat that, you need to learn how to speak faster, because this is going to make your delivery more energetic. It's going to make people want to listen to you. It's going to make you sound like you know what you're talking about. It's going to make you sound competent, and people are going to assume you have your shit together because you can speak fast in an articulate way. Now, that's why it's important for you to learn how to speak faster. So how do you actually go about doing that? Because I've been practicing communication for years and years and years. Well, I've been studying communication, but I've only practiced speaking on camera for about a year or so. And it was very difficult to speak fast at first. I would try to speak super fast, but then I realized when I watched the video back of me speaking, I realized that I talked like shit. Yeah, I could speak fast, but I wasn't saying anything meaningful. So what the fuck? So I got to thinking, right? One of the skills I've been building for the past few years, is my typing skill. In 8th grade, I got on these typing websites and I started practicing typing because I wanted to master it. Because why not, right? If you learn how to type fast, you save time. So I got on these typing websites, I was typing, and I would try to go super fast, but I would fuck up all the letters. I would get like 70% accuracy instead of 100% accuracy. I would miss the letters here and there. I would make all these typos, bullshit. And when I finally realized that my accuracy is low, and I was practicing for long enough trying to go as fast as I can, I finally realized that shit wasn't working. It wasn't making me better at speaking or typing. So I needed to focus on my accuracy. So instead of trying to type as fast as possible, what I did was I would type with 100% accuracy, and I would aim for accuracy over speed. And you know what ended up happening? Can you guess? I ended up typing faster because I finally knew where the keys were. I didn't have to look at the keyboard, and I can effortlessly type like 80 words per minute or 100 words per minute, and I'm only getting faster. And this is something I'm going to master probably along with communication. Communication is something I'm going to master. I'm already a master communicator, but I'm only going to get better. Right? So typing, I just wanted to learn how to type fast. I was in school. I wanted to write essays and get assignments done in blitz speed. So I just learned typing. The only way I was able to get faster is by getting 100% accuracy. So the question you need to ask yourself is, are you ready to speed up? You're speaking. Are you a good enough communicator where you can say shit in an articulate fashion in a slow way? Because if you can't say things concisely and succinctly, then there's no need to speed up. You need to work on your accuracy. So how do you know if you're good enough to speed up yet? Well, if you can get on the camera, and if you're serious about learning communication, you should be practicing. If you get on the camera and you speak in a concise way, you don't necessarily have to talk fast, but if you speak in a good structured way with good structured sentences, and people understand what you're saying, and what you're saying is very clear, and it's concise, and you're not waffling, and you're speaking with the framework, the prep framework that I teach you guys, make a point about something, explain the reason, give an example, and give another point. That's how you speak concisely. If you've mastered a bunch of preps where you sit in front of the camera, you make a point about something, P-R-E-P, prep, give a reasoning, you give an example, and you give a point. If you can do that over and over and over again for anything, and you can speak concisely, then you're ready to speed up. And the truth of the matter is, learning to talk fast doesn't really have much to do with speeding up. What it really has to do with is actually constructing sentences and thinking ahead and being able to explain things effortlessly. Because, like I said in the typing example, I was only able to speed up my typing by getting 100% accuracy over and over and over again. It's the same thing with speaking. If you can't say things concisely, there's no point in speeding up. That's what I did. I tried to speed up too early, and what happened was, I was saying bullshit. I would waffle, I'd talk about this tangent, everything I was saying was not clear. But when I finally learned to speak with frameworks, the ones I teach in the communication lab, I finally learned how to speak concisely and to the point. That's when speeding up benefited me. But I was only able to do that after reps and reps and reps and reps. Because if you think about the typing example, once I learned where the keys were, it only benefited me to speed up then. It's the same thing with communication for you guys. You don't know where the keys are. You don't have the neural pathways in your mind to construct sentences in an intriguing and a concise way yet, and you don't have that muscle memory. And what happens is, when you try to speed up, it's all jumbled. Once you have that muscle memory down, once you know where the keys are, once you know how to construct sentences effortlessly in your brain and think a few sentences ahead, then you can speed up. So, the only way you can really speed up is by putting in reps and reps and reps and reps. This is the only way. And then, once you're finally good at speaking slowly, you can slowly speed up the way you talk, and that's how you can speak more entertainingly. That's how you can speak with higher energy. Speak faster. Now, the point I was trying to make, I think I might have forgot about it. I was trying to make a point. What was it? I don't remember. Yeah, but that's all it really is to speaking fast. Right? You want to make sure you have the muscle memory down. I remember the point. So basically, when I first started playing basketball, because I've been playing basketball for like 4 years now, since 8th grade. I'm a senior now. I've been playing basketball for 4 years. When I first started to learn how to play basketball in 8th grade, going into 9th grade, I was shit at it. I would put in the reps, I would cross over and it's all choppy. I had to think about how to lay up, when to bump off the defender, when to make space, when to do a step back, want to do it in and out. I had to think about this stuff. But now in year 4, when I'm a fucking senior in high school, I've been playing basketball almost every single week. I can effortlessly know when to move. It's all flow now. I'm not even thinking on the court. I'm just moving around. I see the defender go this way. My brain and my body are in sync. I naturally just hit across. I naturally just make good moves now. I don't have to think about it like I had to do in year 1. In year 4, it's effortless. It's all flow. I'm not even thinking about it. It's the same thing with communication. It has to get to a point where you rep it out over and over and over again to the point where you don't even have to think about it. You're just flowing. Right now, I'm not thinking. I'm just speaking. I'm just present right now. I'm not thinking about how to structure this, how to structure that. It's all ingrained into me because of the reps. So I know you wanted to come here, and I know you wanted to hear special tactics like I always give in my videos, especially for being social. I give a lot of small tactics with that. I know you wanted to hear a fucking tactic. I know you wanted a fucking magic pill to digest and learn how to speak fast without actually putting in the work. But this is the one thing about speaking fast and actually speaking well. There's no way around it. There's no magic trick that's going to get you there. The only way you can learn to speak fast is actively putting in the reps every single day. And if you want to do that, I can help you do that in the communication. I also have a video on it on this channel, a practice video, how to practice your communication. Watch it. That's going to really teach you a lot of fucking game. Shit I had to learn the hard way. Speaking of things I had to learn the hard way, what do you learn the hard way in life in general? You learn lessons the hard way. And when I was trying to become an go from introvert to extrovert, and I was trying to become more social and charismatic and become a people's person, I had to learn a lot of lessons the hard way. And what I wish I had was a fucking catalog of lessons and advice on just how to be a people's person, how to become social, how to become a master communicator. I wish I had that. So that's exactly what I've made in the communication lab. This is something I wish I had when I was trying to become a people's person and try to improve my social life and try to improve my communication. I made the communication lab for people like you who are serious about communication, who are serious about becoming social, changing their fucking life, improving their life quality, etc., etc., etc. If you want to join the communication lab, join today because it's a phenomenal program. It's the cheapest it's ever going to be. There's no better time to join it. It's absolutely and utterly going to change your life without a doubt. I truly believe it's a phenomenal program. I'm telling you, fucking years and years and years of lessons from the biggest communicators, not biggest, but the best communicators I've ever heard on planet Earth. Small thing. I'm not talking about big concepts here. I teach a lot of the big concepts on here. If you think the shit I teach on YouTube is good, in the communication lab, it's down to the detail. It's the small autistic details. The little shit, the words you say. I'm literally gonna tell you what words to say in this situation in the communication lab. This is shit I had to learn the hard way. This is shit that took me years and years and years to study, and I put it all in this catalog, the communication lab. It's going to completely and utterly change your life. I guarantee it. Join today, and I'll see you over there.